Standing emergency. Standing emergency.
My mom and Daddy are having a fight.
Is he hitting her?
Stop it! Send the police, please.
Okay, we're going to be there. We're taking your baby. Let me talk to you. Where's your mom? Fighting audience. What's going on?
They're having a fight because this is bingo forever and ever.
Lisa? Fighting audience. What's going on?
Hurry, Mommy.
How's he hurting her?
He made his mommy.
Okay, don't cry. We're going to send the police.
He just knocked my sister out.
What sister that he knocked out?
My little sister.
You're suing?
Oh my God.
What's the matter?
Nothing happened. Just wait for the police. Wait, I want to go see what happened, please.
Okay, the police are on their way, okay? Hello?
It's going perfectly, I'm successful as far as, a career was going. I was making good money, got my house at an early age, and I said, okay, well, I guess the next thing on my timeline is to get married. And here comes my knight in shining armor, so why not? And he made me feel so special, did everything that, that a woman would want. He swept me off my feet.
It's very important to understand that a child that bullies comes usually from a background of domestic violence. There's something going on in the home that makes him react in a negative way, which was the situation in my case. When my son was being bullied at school, he was accepting it because that's what he was seeing at home when we were growing up. I have a background of domestic violence. I was married for 6 years to a very, very extreme situation of domestic violence. So I divorced 6 years ago, thank God.
He wanted total control over me mentally, physically, and emotionally. He wanted limited encounters with my family. He didn't want me to have friends. He would take the car and take the keys, lock me in the house. He would force me to have sex with him after spitting in my face, after cussing me out, after calling me every name in the book.
He would lock me inside the house, inside an apartment with a deadbolt. So I wasn't allowed to leave unless he let me out.
Well, it's not as easy as you think to just get up and walk out the door. At this time, I was pregnant with child. I established a relationship, and I felt like I told him at the beginning phases that I didn't believe in divorce. And I think he used that against me. When I was 2 months pregnant, my daughter says, Mommy, when are you going to give me a new daddy that's going to be nice to you? And after that, that was my confirmation. I have to lead. I have to stand strong. And if not for myself, I have to be strong for my 2 little girls.
There was a lot of alcohol abuse. There was a lot of drug abuse and a lot of gambling. So he'd get drunk, he'd get drugged, he'd lose when he was gambling, and he would come home and I was his punching bag. So there was never a safe environment within the home for the same reason, because he created that environment of fear. A fear of we knew that if he lost, it was over. It was a situation where it wasn't going to be able to. We were going to deal with it for the rest of the weekend, or when he was home. It was actually women get upset when their men don't come home. I was happy when he didn't come home because we knew that it wasn't going to be an easy situation.
I would say there are all kinds of hotlines. There are all kinds of shelters around. Reach out to somebody that you trust. If you don't have that somebody that you trust, they have churches all around. Somebody will listen to you. Somebody will listen to you. It doesn't have to be in your immediate circle. If you're embarrassed, if you're ashamed, you can't always feel comfortable going to a police station. That's why we have women's shelters, and we have different places where women can go to, or anybody that's abused can go to and seek help and guidance. Now, once you get into that situation, you have to realize that there is life after, and you can leave everything behind. Those are material things. One day, if this continues, somebody's going to leave out in a body bag. Either you're going to snap, because I can attest, I had nights where I was shaking, rocking. I was going to kill him. I was going to kill him. And nobody knows that about me. Because, I'm sweet Tamara, you know. But he pushed me to that point, spitting on me, cussing me out every night. I'm the mother of your children. I'm your wife. And you tell me, oh, you're going to give me pussy tonight? Me? I'm not your whore. I'm your wife, So I got to that point to where I wanted to actually kill him.
The shelter that I went, they were awesome. They helped me in every way. They helped me with counseling. They helped me with my children. They helped me. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a shelter that you go to. Mm-hmm. When you leave and if you fear for your life, just go to a safe environment. Whether it's a relative, if you have somebody to go to, whether it's a family member, a relative, a friend, just somewhere where it's safe. I think the feeling safety is going to be the most important situation at first, because that's going to be all that you have. You don't have anything else.